Unrestricted View and the channel, and all you folks that are live with us this morning. Myself, JP, we're in live here in the Morven Lounge. I'm joined by my good man this morning, Mr. Ryan Clifford. I know I'd say Steve's on Monday, folks, about Big Aaron being with us today, but the big fella's a wee bit under the weather today, so he's not with us. So that's why it's just myself and Ryan. Ryan, obviously we're on to have a wee chat about tonight's match, mate, against Dundee. But first of all, how are you, mate? It's good to see you.
All good, mate, all good. Actually decent this morning in Glasgow for a wee change. It's not too cold yet. That's why you got the shots on, big man. So,
to be fair with you, mate, my house was like an absolute sauna before I left.
I'm all a wee guy, mate, so I need to wrap up. So, no, I'm all good, mate. Good to get Celtic back tonight. A midweek game under the lights, so actually, winter time starting to kick off, and Dundee obviously will be coming to try and get a result tonight. But I'm good, mate. Hope everybody's watching's well. Have a good morning so far. I'm looking forward to the game tonight. Obviously, I think tonight's IP will be one of the midweek. You look past through the season. It maybe could define certain people's seasons or define certain people's end of the year.
Who do you mean?
Well, we all know who we're talking about. Maybe them across the water. If they don't get a result tonight
but
against...
That's the thing, all the eyes are on up north.
Aye, so
we're a wee bit in uncharted waters here, Ryan.
Obviously, we still need to win and keep ahead of Aberdeen. I know that sounds crazy that we're having to say that at the moment, but I think a lot of people... Obviously, we bet the game tonight, so we'll not see the result until after the game. But a lot of eyes will be on that game tonight to see how they do and then how it will impact the feelings after the game. But I think obviously we need to focus on us, and it's all about 3 points at Celtic Park. That's what we're looking to get, and I think a lot of people will be looking forward to the game tonight. A midweek game, mate, so it's good for people to get to a midweek game at night.
Yeah, Celtic Park under the lights, it's always really good. You know what Champions League nights are like as well. I just want to say a good morning to Anne Jem. Morning JP, Ryan and the chat. She said in the comments, Leo Porter, not seen Leo for a while.
Nah.
Morning lads, good morning Leo, hope you're well pal. And Frank Kennedy's on as well. He said, morning boys, it's little and large on the show. How, you're not here?
You're
not here?
What do you mean little and large? And which spear you talking about here?
Exactly, what do we mean, Frankie boy? What do we mean? Let's see your lip, mate. This is what's called strike one.
Well, who is it, Plunge or Frank? Who was it was on?
That was Frank.
Normally it's Plunge at comments.
It's usually Plunge. It's usually Plunge it's on first, but Plunge is obviously...
Still having his coffee, probably.
Looking at 40s or Hugh Keevins, eating cold beans or something like that, you know. Jerry Burns also joining us this morning. He says, good morning to the dynamic duo and everyone else.
Morning, Jerry.
Just wish Brendan would see it that way as well, Jerry, you know. Me and him might get a shout for a game now and again, the dynamic duo, you know.
Heard he's looking for a wee centre-back, even though I'm not centre-back, but I can play there. I'll play there.
Aye. Is it trust and trusty?
Trust and Ryan, and you'll be all right, aye.
Aye, definitely. So let us know how you all are in the comments, folks, and how you are doing. He's looking forward to the game tonight. Who's going to the game tonight? And all that jazz, let us know. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It's totally free to do so. And as I said on Monday, we will all be indebted to you for the time being, as everybody else that's hit the like and subscribe. We are trying to get to 2,000 subscribers, folks. So if you can, please share the page and share the link around the Celtic family. And hopefully individuals can become a part of the Celtic Unrestricted View family. But as you said, Ryan, a game tonight as well. And this is the first time I've kind of... I feel as if we've been in this thing for a wee while, because usually it's all the hype about it and blah blah blah, but there's a game up north taking place and it seems to have took a lot of the light away from Celtic.
I've not that's actually quite a good point, mate. We've not actually heard many people speaking about the game tonight. It's all about the eyes up north with them across the water in Aberdeen. I actually think, obviously, we about the game, we'll not see that game. I think actually for the neutrals it might be a good game tonight, to see how the two teams obviously start off as well. Aberdeen will obviously want to start in the front foot. They'll have a sellout crowd as well. So I think some of the, if you want to call them, glory hunters are back at Aberdeen now, when they're doing well now. So they can't fill their stadium, but now they're doing well. But that just shows you when teams do well, JP fans want to go and watch the football. So maybe it's a good remit for the rest of Scottish football to maybe try and get things right off the park, get the manager right, get the recruitment right, and then you might start getting punters back into the run. Kilmarnock as well with Copenhagen and things, and during the pre-season they qualify and they get some decent crowds, and then the crowds aren't as much now. And I just wish, I don't know if that's just the mentality as we're the same. Sometimes you might go, oh, see, like some month, I'll go, but you're like, but then it's Celtic, Aberdeen. Do you know what? That's a good game of day. So I think it's just the mentality sometimes. But no, all kidding aside, I think that game will be a good game for the neutrals. But obviously, in terms of us, I think that's probably a good point. That obviously we've come back off a good result at the weekend there, considering the game during the week there against Atlanta. The performance in the second half I hope is very good, controlled very well. Yeah. Vi's look good again. So there's certain people that are kind of stepping up now, and obviously we don't know the potential outlay of Admida's injury. Is it going to be long term, short term? It just means Kyle will need to obviously get back in amongst the goals, and he'll need to get his goals, because we don't know if he brings somebody up for youth to maybe sit on the bench, or will that then come to fruition for maybe European side that Maeda might get more involved now. So, but it's probably maybe is it a bad thing, good thing that everything's all on them across the water in Aberdeen for tonight's game? Who knows? But 9 times out of 10 midweek games are always good at Celtic Park. I'm not going to sit here and say we're going to go and batter Dundee, because Dundee are going to still come in time with a game plan, and Tony Dockett, he's a good manager. He'll try and set us up to frustrate us, but you've got to think after the recent performances, especially the game at the weekend in Leipzig, certain players might get a chance tonight to maybe put their name in the ring for the game at the weekend in Leipzig. So I think it'll be a good game tonight, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it myself. Like we say, there's players that we want to see. I want to see more of guys up close, because I feel as if, you know yourself, due to my wee holiday and that there I had, and other things that have happened. The last home game I was at was Bratislava, believe it or not. I missed the Aberdeen game because that was a night of a live event, and time consuming wise it would have been too...
I started training, I need to go, I've got that event tonight, I need to go.
We actually thought at one point you weren't coming, man. We thought we were just going to have to talk to Joe ourselves.
I was just shouting for about 5 minutes after the game, man. My throat was killing me.
Is that how you were so quiet?
That's how I was like, either if it's still game, aye.
Aye. No, as you said, mate, I'm looking forward to seeing guys like Austin Trusty. This is the thing as well. Will he play Cameron Carter-Vickers? Will he not? Will he maybe give one of the other guys a rest? I know Liam Scales, he's played a lot of football, so will Liam Scales come out of the team? I doubt it, but it is a possibility now that Cam's back. We did see Liam Scales go to left back on Sunday. So again, there is that option. I doubt he'll do that. I think Alex Fahey will take that position tonight. But I want to see Austin Trusty up close as well. I've not had a chance to see the big man properly. You look at the midfield, will Callum McGregor play? Me personally, I wouldn't risk him. That's just my preference. I would wait till Saturday. I think Saturday's got more importance to it than tonight. I don't want to be disrespectful to Dundee and say, you know, Dundee aren't a good side. I'm not meaning that. I'm just meaning that I think the magnitude of the Saturday's game is more to it than, you know, it's a chance for us to get to another final round. So I just think for the kind of games, mate, you need your best players fit and available and ready. And I would rather, if McGregor means that wee bit extra rest because he's abductor problem, I thought maybe the same abductor problem we had when you captured Liam Scales, that abduction. I thought that's what Brendan alluded to when he said he's got an abduction.
Saying he's been dynamite, so I need to start doing it.
No, you need to start doing it with other players, aye. Whatever it was in that cupboard beside him, mate. It's gave him that wee new lease of life.
Bleach, that's the bleach. It does help you.
Brilliant, mate.
Yeah, it does help you.
Cleans your soul, apparently, doesn't it?
Cleans all the demons out your body, doesn't it? That's why I have the hangover.
Aye, remember across the water, need to start drinking it. Maybe after the night, someone will start ordering it in bulk.
I think Costco began a £17 million bill for it, wasn't it?
17 million, 17.2 million Costco bill. That's the distillery want to put that on the accounts, didn't they know?
Aye. Domestos. Why would take Domestos? Big Clement's getting it across to Belgium.
Aye. Big Clemmy's this now in the morning waffles, so he is. You're not getting milk anywhere, it's Domestos.
Domestos.
Couple of email comments. Leo Porter, he says, I'm good lads, just busy, and he's pulling the footy boots back on. He says he can't wait to the game tonight. Monadons, he said. Frank Kennedy, he says, 3-0 tonight and a wee drop of toddy will do me. Plunges back in the comments as well. He says, morning boys, forgot yous were on this morning. Stop eating cold beans, mate. Affects your memory. It does, mate. It does a lot of silly things to you. So stop eating your cold beans. You'll be fine. And James says, save CCV till Saturday. I think that's a point as well, Ryan. Again, I know he came in on Sunday. He had to have minutes, but and James also said there's other bleaches available for us as well in case you want
I'm trying to get a sponsorship here, man. Come on.
He's trying to get a deal for his soft end show. Nothing about, by the way, nothing to do with this podcast. He's trying to get a deal for his soft end show. Would you
That's
believe
what I
it?
need the bleach for after that. After there's a lot of, shall we say, white stuff after that, I need to clean up. So.
He's going to start advertising Sell It Bang. It fits with his soft end show. Sell It Bang.
10 strokes and I'm gone.
Sell It Bang. 2 shakes and a squat. We're not even at 12 o'clock yet, man. I'm happy with this batter. Come on.
It's that coffee, mate.
I know it's
dynamite.
It's not bad.
Dynamite.
It's not bad wee coffee. But aye, so CCV, your thoughts on that?
I own CCV and obviously Callum. Personally, I would rather have Callum at least fully fit for the weekend's game in Leipzig because, again, like you said, listen, every game is important at Celtic, but the chance to get to a final on Saturday if you win, and then a chance to potentially be near, not saying qualifying just yet, but if you get a good result against Leipzig, even a draw, it puts you in a very good place. So you want your best players, if you want to say best players, but there's obviously, we all know there's certain players in the team that are vital to you. Obviously, I'm not saying like Yang or guys that are no vital, but you'd rather guys like McGregor fully fit in CCV. Personally, I wouldn't risk him tonight. I don't see any reason to put him in after the weekend's game. Scales and Trusty seem to be playing well together. Alex Valle is doing well. Same with Greg Taylor. I don't see, unfortunately for Greg at the moment, Alex Valle's get the jersey. And until maybe it's rotation for him or he gets a niggle, I think Taylor will find it hard to get back in at the moment. But got to be a lot of games, there'll be a lot of people coming in. But if I've cut a Vickers and McGregor, I would personally just put them on the bench. Even having them on the bench is fantastic. It's one of the ones, like you've said, you look on the tunnel, you look to your bench, I've got A2 on here, if need be. Maybe play him the last 20 minutes or so and get him some game time. So I personally wouldn't risk him. I don't see the reason to risk him. Put him on the bench and maybe potentially have him for Saturday's game. I don't see the reason of risking him. An extra day or two recovery is, you yourself, we've all played football, an extra day or two could be the difference between being 100% and 70% fit. So I would go with just Andrew, Jim, and your comments there. I would say put him on the bench just in case, but I wouldn't start him.
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't think there's any necessity for him to majorly start. And what he might do is he might come on, he might be part of tonight's squad and he might come on again. But I'm fine with that, but I wouldn't start him. I think Saturday again, the same as Callum McGregor, the game has more magnitude to it and more of a meaning. Again, that's not to be too disrespectful to Dundee in any way, shape or form. I think obviously tonight will take care of itself. If Celtic are there and we turn up and we do, then for me there's only going to be one winner, Ryan, anyway. Leo Porter reckons that he doesn't think he'll risk Cal Mac or CCV and it'll be the same team as Sunday. So is that your thinking as well, Ryan? Yeah?
Possibly, but I do think Engels might come in from McKibben. I think so, mate.
Sure.
Aye. I think he'll keep Bernardo and Ratati. I think
Engels. Who do you think will play the six then, if it's Bernardo again?
Possibly, but even though I thought Bernardo was better when he get moved up, I thought he'd done a good job once he warmed into position. But I think Engels might get a game, or he might keep Engels to the weekend. Who knows? But I think Engels has had his wee bit of rest now. I think maybe it's time to put him back in. But again, McKibben did do well, so I'm glad I'm on the manager because you don't want to upset people. I think nowadays players will roughly understand that there's going to be times when they might need to take a sit on the bench. As much as it's no ideal for you, nobody wants to sit on the bench, but you know there's a lot of games coming up and you want to play every game, but sometimes if you're not playing this game, you might be told, listen, you're playing on Saturday, or you're playing next week. So I think
Gordon
Engels...
McCown's interview, his wee post-match interview for the weekend, I think that's maybe how that works then, as you're saying there, because obviously he said himself, like, the guy says to him, what were you like when you get told you were playing? He said, it's like everybody else. He said, I've not won the lottery to be getting a game in the first place. He said, so I do think maybe Brendan is that open and honest with the squad, and
I would personally I would like to see Engels play. Maybe it's just for me because I don't know why, but I'm starting to get a soft spot for him already. I think there's something about him, JP, that I just really like. There's certain, there's all, as fans, we've got certain people that we think, even though they might know the best of players or they might know be firing, they've got a soft spot for them. And for some reason, for years when he was here, I had it for Yeti. I don't know why, I just seen something like Yeti that if he was fully fit, there was something there with me. He could score goals because we've seen it in flashes against like Leo and Betis away. He was brilliant, and you're thinking if he was consistent and fully fit, what could he do for you?
Yeah.
But like I said, didn't work out with Yeti. But with Engels, there's something about him. I think I've spoken about him quite highly already, and I'm the same with Bernardo. I think Bernardo's different class.
Yeah.
I know there was a few people saying, I don't know for the money, if we paid even £6 million for Bernardo, I'd have been like, brilliant. Because I think he'll get you a lot more than that. When, listen, we all know these
obviously
players,
last season as well, his input to the team, what he's given us.
Somebody, as much as you don't want to talk about it, listen, eventually some of these guys will move on for good money and they'll go elsewhere because they just, I think it has just got to feel JP. There's only so much you can do in here. But I think, listen, if McKibben isn't playing, might be unjustified, but I would like to see Engels play because maybe just for my own, I just want to see him playing up front because up front and personally, I think he's a good player and I like his touch and his delivery is good. I know against Atlanta, some of his deliveries weren't great, but I've got something that I think maybe just because of the fee we pay for him, I want it maybe to shut a few fans up because there's fans saying he's older than this, but if you look at the stats and you look at what he done against Atlanta, he was different class. You can't criticise anybody for that game because that's like criticising somebody for maybe no scoring, but you've not seen them what they've done for the build-up of the team and defensive work, and you've got to just look at the game as an isolation. I thought Engels was different class, but that's why he's a manager, mate. He's got a headache to pick.
Well, that's it, mate. And 573V13's back in the chat. He says, good morning, everyone, and hail, hail. John Mullany, he reckons that you should rest CCV and Cal Mack, play McCown and Engels and Bernardo in the midfield. So, obviously, John would leave out Hatate. Jerry Burns, he said, I would give Cal Mack CCV the last 30 minutes. 573V13. If Greg Taylor is not signing a new contract, then keep playing Valle. Obviously, just touching on Greg Taylor, Ryan, do you think Greg might come back into the team tonight, or do you think Alex Valle will keep his place?
I think Alex Valle will keep his place. I think the fact that he's got a bit of momentum now.
Again, is Greg one of those players, Ryan, that, you know, is he looking to start him on Saturday because of the semi?
It could be. But I like your look at Valle, especially going forward. I know his first protocol is to defend, but he's starting to get. I've seen him starting to get used to this inverted way now.
Yeah.
His first game or two he was a wee bit shaky with it, but now you've seen it against Atlanta. You've seen it against Motherwell. He's starting to come in the field. He's starting to get down the line, get balls in play, get balls across the box, and he's starting to maybe show some of the qualities that we've seen him sign him. And I think he will sit out games. Taylor will come in now and again because we've got a busy schedule. But personally, I would go with Valle tonight, and then potentially there's 3 subs: Taylor, McGregor, and Vickers. You could play the last half an hour if the game goes the way you want it to go.
Yeah, I get that. Smell the glove, he's in the chat. He says, I still want to see Engels play at the 6. So he wants to see Engels dropping into there. Mark McDonald, he's back in the chat. He says, give CCV the first half. Plunge, he says, JP, I'm watching my binoculars. What colour is your car, big man? As there is a guy with a Mohican staring at it.
He's got his bike with him this morning. What are you talking about?
Unfortunately, I don't actually have a car. It's one of the Benidorm taxis I drive.
He's BMX today.
It's one of the Benidorm taxis, so I get Eleni at half a wee Madge for the show, and she's actually sitting out there in the water now, just waiting on me doing this.
Horse and cart.
She's sitting out there in the water. Christoph, is it Agoreris, or whatever his name is.
He was on another day, wasn't he, for France, is that right, Christoph?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. He says, hail, hail, boys and girls. And he's just saying hello to other people. Anne James corrected me, actually. So, Anne James, it says, JP 573V13 has told you his name is Stevie.
Well, hi, Stevie.
Hi, Stevie. I do apologise. I don't actually remember that happening.
No,
so
sorry about that.
My apologies. So,
you're well.
You're no Stevie the Bookie by any chance, do you? I've got some toilet roll here for you, because...
By the way, what's the odds it is? What's the odds it is?
By the way, could you picture it? He is a Celtic fan as well, by the way. What a laugh that would be.
That coffee's different class this morning, man. And the parter's flown this morning, man.
Aye, 100%, mate. See what happens when Big Alan's down here? It's absolutely bliss, man. You can get to be yourself and everything. It's smashing. No, I do apologise. I do wish Alan a bit of a recovery.
Yeah, hope he's all right.
Hope he's feeling better soon. You know what it's like yourself, Ryan, when you're not well, mate. You feel rubbish. And
especially when you kind of talk to him, you heed him so, wouldn't you? So I don't think he would. I don't think he would like the loud noise. But no, I hope he's fine. I hope he's recovers for the wee bug he's got very well soon, mate.
And Smell the Glove reckons that Greg Taylor will start on Saturday with obviously the big Camden pitch. It might be better suited to the inverted role. But what's your thoughts on that?
Potentially. I think it as well. You've obviously got to look at how Aberdeen's set up as well. Will they try and go? Will they go one up front? Will they go two? I think it will depend on as well if they any injuries tonight as well, and if they have a hard game tonight as well, Aberdeen. But even though Aberdeen are doing well, right? I know people can call me disrespectful. They can call me what they want. I've been called a lot worse in my lifetime. It's what we do on Saturday. I know Aberdeen will there'll be parts of the game Aberdeen will try and take the game to us and stuff. But like I've said, anybody in this league, if Celtic turn up to...
Do you think they'll have gained confidence for the draw?
No, 100%.
And they'll maybe try and be that wee bit more
expansive.
expansive?
Plus, I don't know how they're going to go on tonight. I personally feel tonight could make or break Aberdeen's season, because if Rangers if they across the water do actually turn up to maybe what they can do, if they can turn up and they do get a bit of a boost and they do win, Aberdeen's confidence will go like that, I think. Because they're on a momentum run, and say, listen, it could be, don't say it's going to, I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but say Rangers got there and take 2 or 3 off them. Or the hype, or the sellout, or doing this, or doing that, boom. All right, then we're playing Celtic Saturday.
Rangers got 2 or 3 in them to do that, though. They've only scored 1 goal away.
I know, maybe no, but listen, we've all said cycles need to change sometime, and they could turn up a performance.
That's how I broke my new bike today. That's how
there's been a lot of high me on Rangers now. Across the water. There's a lot of pressure on them. They need to win, they need to do this, and obviously they're financially well, so they're maybe going up to prove a point. Aberdeen tonight. Listen, we're still. So I think Aberdeen on Saturday. Again, mate, I don't want to be disrespectful, but it's what we do.
Stevie says he's no bookie, by the way.
Oh, right, okay.
He says I'm no bookie.
That's the odds. What was
the odds on that?
Aye, that's the odds last on that. But I don't really feel on that with Greg Taylor, but I think Alex Valle is going to play until he starts underperforming. I just think it's the same when Kyogo and Ademir at the start of the end of last season, when Ademir was performing, he was in the team, and the wee man was on the bench, and eventually when he didn't really score 1 or 2, Kyogo got back and he started scoring, so I could be wrong, there will be rotation, but no, I think Alex Valle will play until he maybe doesn't start playing well.
Yeah. I'm the same as you. He's got the jersey now, so I think he continues to play. Because I think it would be seriously unfair. I know what people are going to say, and I feel I'm the same as Big Rab Bean is it normally, takes his in as well. I'm the same as him. I do think I miss Greg Taylor when he's not on the team. I think he gives us that experience, and he gives us a calmness as well.
Do you think we're missing on it? But I don't.
Only because we're winning. But there was a couple I thought we missed him against Aberdeen. Because there's a kind of passes you can find Maeda and stuff.
No, I get that.
Vaille's still building that relationship with Maeda, which will come. Obviously, it's going to come, but I do like Alex Valle. I think he's a talented player, and I do think he will get better. William Glavin's in the chat. Good morning, William.
Morning, mate.
Hope you're well, mate. He says, morning lads, any thoughts on the January transfer window and what areas would you like reinforcements?
Good question.
I think I'll go first. Good question, William.
That's why he's a main man.
Aye, that's why you're in for the tactical breakdowns, my man. I've got something up my sleeve for you on Tuesday, though. Don't you worry.
Tattoo?
You'll be impressed with this. Aye, tattoo. A bow for B.O. But, no. January transfer window, just to touch on that briefly, I would like to see another winger. I think we need another winger. You look at the inconsistency just now from Palmer, and he is part of the squad. Young's in the squads, but he's not getting near the game time he probably thinks he would get. So for me, William, I think another winger. I'd also like to see another centre back, because I don't think Nawrocki and Stephen Welsh are the next go-to guys. You know, just say for talk's sake, Celtic qualify to the next round of the Champions League and they managed to get through after January. For me, we need somebody else, because if something happens again to Carter Vickers, because right now he's inconsistent, and if something happens to him, then we will find ourselves really, really struggling and at the bare bones. And then you're looking at it going, nothing can happen to, you know, Liam Scales, or nothing can happen to Austin Trusty, because then again, they're the next go-to guys that are coming in. And any time now we've seen them, Ryan, we've not felt as if they're reliable enough to come in and play a period of games. You'd be panicking, especially Stephen Welsh. We've seen him, and we know it's not the lad's fault. He's not physically capable. When he comes up against a bigger guy, he just gets pushed about, and it's a shame as well, because he gets flung about like an empty trackie. And it's those are the two areas I reckon that I feel that we need reinforced. What about yourself, mate?
Quite a good question, William. I don't know if we touched on it with yourself last week or so, but I don't know if we touched on it in the podcast.
Touched William a few times last week, didn't we?
That's a half-10 show. William's part of it now. It's a tactical breakdown at half-10. William's probably sitting eating his coffee like that. You two are horrible people, man. No,
sorry, I'm having my coffee and I can still be horrible.
No, that's quite a good question, William, actually. I think right back, personally, I think if...
William agrees with the areas I've just said.
I think right back, maybe no January, but I think in the summer, again, Tony Ralston's been amazing for us in terms of coming in and helping out and being through the youth system and still playing at a decent level. But I think if Celtic are to go forward, again, see if we do well in this competition, or at least get to the playoff, right? That's progress for Celtic, right? So to progress again, you need to try and step up the level of the squad. So, as Ralston, now we've seen Ralston, for me, I don't know what anybody comments, think, William, yourself, I think we need to start trying looking at tying Alistair Johnston a new contract, because I think the way he's playing...
I think there's chat of it just now.
I think the way he's playing, there could be potential suitors for him, especially the way he's playing Europe. He's
John
always,
or Harry?
Harry Potter, probably. I think Harry Potter, aye, Harry suitor. I think there's going to be suitors for him, potentially. I could be wrong.
Here comes the suitor brothers.
Here comes the suitor brothers. Alistair Johnston, for me, has been different gravy in the last few months. He had a wee shaky start last season when we were like, what's happened to him here? Injuries, pre-season, he's come in flying. So I'm going to say potentially somebody to come in and challenge Alistair Johnston, because I don't feel Ralston's up to the level. He's still at a good level, Ralston, but we've seen it in Europe, we've seen it with Scotland.
Yeah.
The quality is, for me, it's a big difference in the two players. Another centre-back would be ideal, just in case, if it means somebody that's maybe not as good as the three of them.
I was thinking, surely one of them need to leave then if we're doing bringing in another set. You can't stockpile that, mate.
I would say so.
You've still got Lagerbielke on loan as well.
I think Nawrocki might go away on loan. Now, I don't think Nawrocki's done anything wrong, but he's obviously not hit the grade to the manager. And listen, we've got to go with the manager no matter what we feel. The manager didn't think Lagerbielke and Nawrocki was his type of player. I still don't feel with his signings. I know he said in one of his pressers was at Nawrocki, but that's why I signed him. But I think we can see by the recruitment guys leaving that some of the players weren't his players. And now you've seen Engels coming in, Trusty.
Yeah.
the guy Tisdale obviously will be coming in and taking a big part of the recruitment. So I think you're right there in terms of centre back. Another winger as well. For me, I think either January or summer, I think Yang and Palmer will be away. I don't think there'll be any much future here.
Palmer?
Palmer as well, aye.
Think so?
I don't think Palmer's going to be playing a lot.
Well, John Mulaney's actually asked us, lads, do you think Palmer will get a start tonight to give Maeda a wee rest?
No, I think it'll be either Forrest or Maeda.
Yeah.
James Forrest for me is well up the pecking order to Yang and Palmer. I think Palmer's got a big few months ahead of him to try and really... I know he's come off the bench, but will he be happy playing 10-15 minutes every game? I don't think so. Especially when he's wanted to play international football every week as well.
Yeah.
So I think you're right on their areas. Potential another striker as well, because if Adamida is injured for a long time, you've only got Kyogo. And if his shoulder goes...
Hold on a wee minute, I've seen a comment here from Mr. Burns, Jerry Burns. He said, "Morning, William. I hope you're working on the data for the Leipzig game." William doesn't do all of that himself, you know. I just, you know, we give him the platform to make him look good in the moment. No, I've done a wee bit of stuff myself. Don't worry about that, Jerry.
Jerry, I had a notebook out before Bratislava and everything. I was all prepared. Saying that I was William to help me with that. So, no, I think the defensive situation, right back, centre back, a winger. But again, it all depends as well. I think it all depends on the European side, because if they feel that they're maybe going to qualify, or then I know you can't buy players. I don't think you can buy players to register them, but it might push on guys if you sign guys as well and help them. So I will agree with you in the centre back, for right back and a winger. That's maybe the three areas that I think. I think that's maybe three signings to push on. I'm not saying they need to be brilliant players, just guys to come in and at least push on the squad, and somewhat like I've done with Valle and Taylor. Taylor, when Valle came in, he's gaming it up a wee bit, and now Valle's taking her, so good question, William, so I'm probably going to say that. But I think
William actually agrees with the areas I mentioned, Brian.
I think the summer will be interesting. I don't know what William feels on
summer?
that. No, in terms of who we sign.
On the summer?
Because I think if we do potentially...
Let's get to January first, but Santa's not even came, he's worrying about summer.
But I think the European exploits, I think, will determine how well you then push on, because see if we do get to the playoffs or we do qualify, then the board will need to go, the fans will listen, right, this is...
Well, the expectation will be there, certainly. And,
I don't know how you feel on that.
Well, yeah, I'm the same, but I think that's, to me, that's common sense, because, you know, they've already set that bar now.
The Celtic board common sense,
well,
come
that's
on.
what I'm saying, but they showed it this summer. They showed it in the summer. Oh, come on, credit where credit's due. They backed the manager in the summer. But, albeit, you know, it was late in the window, but I'm prepared to wait till the last day of the window if it's the right thing. Oh, 100%. It doesn't matter if it's the first day or the last day. As long as you get that done, then yeah, I'm on board with that 100%. However, they've now set that bar. So now there will be an expectation from the fans in order to say to themselves...
Do you think because of that now, obviously we can't go and sign big signs like every summer, right? But do you think there's going to be... Do you think the fans now, maybe me as well, because of maybe the financial situation they're in, and what we could be in again after this summer, that another £11 million signing, £10 million marquee signing should be signed?
Listen, it doesn't... I don't think people get hyped up with the pound signs and the actual amount, right? See, like, say, Engels and paying that for Ida, Celtic have made investments. And they've made investments for the manager, because the manager has fully belief that he can make these guys better and go and do the job that we're asking them to do. So, there's no doubt Adam Ida, even since January, has become a better footballer now, playing with Celtic. It's only obvious, there's better players with him. He's now playing at a far higher level than he's ever played in his career before. He's now had a taste of international. Well, that's what I'm saying. He's now had a taste in international scene as well. So, and he can score goals. But the thing about Adam Ida is he scores important goals, Ryan. Goals in key moments in games. Now, he'll be one of those players, he might not be in the game for 80 minutes, but he pops up with a Scottish Cup final winner that wins you the game.
We said, me and you and obviously Barry were talking Barry Manning during the game.
That's important, mate.
And we said, Kyle goes on the game, man, he does something amazing.
I know.
Like, all right, okay.
We need to start doing that more often. I'll phone you the night of the game like that. But right, who's not in it? Who we slagging off now? We've got some new comments. Smell the glove. He reckons that Bernabei and the Rotsky gang and home to leave in January.
Here's one
either
for you.
permanently on loan.
Right, obviously, there's, again, I don't know how legit it is, but there's wee murmurs on...
After this, we will go back to tonight's
There's
chat.
wee murmurs on the papers about Celtic wanting X amount of money for Bernabei, right?
Well, that is another comment. Who was it that commented? Let me just see. It was John. John commented that just seen someone saying that we want 8.3 million for Bernabei. Well,
see on that, right?
It's not someone saying it. It's been well renowned that that's what Celtic in the ballpark figure they'd be looking
maybe
for.
Maybe Bernabei's just suited to that continental style of play, right? Maybe
he's flying. He's absolutely flying.
See if he's doing that well, right? And listen, obviously, Brendan, maybe the plan is to loan him out and bring him back. We don't know this. We don't know, right? I don't got a clue. Bernabei didn't really do well.
Yeah.
Parts of these games, I thought this guy's got potential here. And then you're thinking, then you see at Ibrox, maybe no. If you've got a guy that the board are valuing at potentially £6 to £8 million, would you rather keep him instead of going spending £8 million?
But it's the prospect of you're back to Mikey Johnston again. So are you going to keep him and he just can't perform?
No, listen, I don't think he's good enough, right? But I've not seen him play where he's playing now, so I can't comment, right? But is it going to be another Christie Ayer where he goes on loan, doesn't really play much, and then he comes back?
But there you go. I mean, there you go, folks. That's a good point that Ryan just made there. Who knows? We could see the flip side of that. It could be one of those ones that just kickstarts a wee man, and he comes back and he's absolutely amazing. I've got my serious doubts on it.
I don't know what William thinks, because obviously William knows more about that and stuff. I don't know how Bernabei has been doing that. Obviously, I don't follow that football, but...
Adi Oladipo has joined us. He says, it's good to see you fine chaps back on.
Morning,
and then he's asking, William, when are you back on the podcast? Really enjoyed you on last season. William has actually been on the last couple of weeks with us, Adi. There's 2 episodes on for the Champions League. One was a breakdown of Borussia Dortmund. That was spot on, by the way, apart from the scoreline. And then one for Atalanta, and William will be back on with us this coming Tuesday for the Leipzig game as well, so stay tuned for that. Stevie says it's an excellent transfer window and we need to do the same again to back the manager. I think, like I say, Stevie, I think it's one of those ones that you set the bar so high, and so have the club. I mean, the club have set, it's fantastic if the club are doing these tours and they're going to America and they're doing Japan, they're going to Australia, they're taking Celtic all over the world, so they're networking in areas that other clubs in Scotland just aren't reaching, I think that's brilliant as well, Ryan. But back on tonight's game, mate, what kind of test are you expecting from Dundee?
A stuffy one.
Stuffy one?
He knows as much as last season. I think last season they were flying at this point, I think. I think
that when we took 6 off him at half time? Big Alan was moaning, remember? He's like that, but he get through and goal twice.
I think tonight could be an entertaining game for goals tonight. I don't think we'll concede. I think we'll keep a clean sheet. I think we'll score at least 2 goals. You
don't keep clean sheets, me man, do you? No, from so
that's why I've got a big tumble dial bill, you know what I mean? So I need to make sure there's...
You ought to hear a noise walking by his house.
That's why I've got to Costco for the bicarbonate soda and the bleach, do you know what I mean? Jesus, man.
You get thirsty.
You can't cut this out, we're live on it.
You get more stains in your house than they have in the dinner school, man.
I do my t-shirt. No, I do think...
That's how your t-shirts are all designed with spaghetti, aren't they?
That's why we're hoodies. No, I do think tonight could be a good game for the fans tonight. I do think we'll come out and try and... I don't want to be disrespectful because, listen, Dundee will come and try and frustrate us. That's the way they'll come. They'll try and get a wee bit of joy, but I think they'll try and frustrate us early on and then maybe get a wee set piece or counter-attack. We will need to obviously be vigilant because, listen, as much as we are the better team in Scotland, some teams can, we've seen it at Celtic Park recently, some teams can get behind us and we can be vulnerable sometimes at the back when maybe, because of a lot of the ball, it's only natural sometimes to switch off when you've not had any test. Yeah. But you've seen Kasper Schmeichel obviously against them across the water as well at the start of the season. They didn't have much against us and then they make great saves and then... So we have got that in us to be switched on, but I'm going to be I'm going to be very, very positive. I think we'll get a good result tonight. I think as well with the game.
Flying, as in. I
I think we'll
John reckons at Dundee. John Mulleen's commenting, he says Dundee will park the bus football tonight, hoping not to get a scalping. The thing is, John, they're on a big pitch, so they will be moved. They'll be similar to the way Atalanta did with us. They will be dragged out of positions, and they'll be taken into, their defenders will be taken into situations where they're not comfortable. And that's where Celtic get a lot of joy. It's when Celtic are on it and they counter press really well. And the speed of Celtic's play for them, and not just that as well. You look at Gasperini, he's saying how fit our team are, and that's a big compliment for him, mate, saying we're one of the fittest sides he's come up against. I think now
as well, I don't know what you feel on this and the viewers as
Celtic's fitness just killed teams here.
I don't know what yourself and the viewers feel here, but I do feel now, maybe they've, obviously, listen, every game you're not going to break through the lines, right? There will be games where you might draw off on each other 1-0 and they're going to be stuffy, like Ross County. But do you feel, Brendan's, the way we're playing, and the way the wingers are getting inverted and the fullbacks inverted, do you think we've kind of mastered a wee tiny bit now more to break down these certain teams?
Yeah, I think it's because it's the total speed of play. So it's the tempo. So you've got guys that are tempo. I call them
last
tempo.
Season, it's a lot quicker.
I call them tempo makers. So you've got guys like Engels, Bernardo.
But tempo the boots?
No, they dictate the tempo of the
tempo
the boots.
Like
that's temper. That's temper tantrums. Aye, they all get in the boot room and knock the 7 shades of shite out of each other. But no, it's the tempo setters is like Engels, so he can play quickly, but he's also got that intelligence, Ryan, that he knows how to quieten down the game, take a pass, kill a game. Take it away from somebody. He's one of those players or not can go a wee run with the ball, keep a hold of it and then pass it on. Hatate's the same. Hatate knows when to be slow, when to speed it up. And what I love as well, see for Casper, right? His experience back there, he knows when to play quickly and he knows when to slow it down. So he knows how to take the sting out of games as well. You watch him against Atalanta, he's letting the ball run by and he's going like that to him, just wait,
we spoke
when
about
the muscle memory there's set for Ange that they're used to going.
We spoke about that during the game and obviously before it, and it's something that Casper brings, because I wouldn't say I was really critical, but I was a wee bit critical of Joe Hart in terms of, listen, it's just the way Celtic play under Ange, and wee bit of Brendan to start to come in. When you're maybe drawing in Europe or you're maybe 1-0 up and everything's a rush, you don't need to rush it, and I like that with Casper, so I think you're bang on there, mate. Aye.
Yeah. I also love the way Casper can play. I know against Atalanta he overpinged a couple of balls, and that's fine. I'll let my way with that because he's absolutely got top quality.
With Craig Gordon made Rodgers, but done the exact same.
But Casper doesn't give the ball away often, is what I'm saying. You look at the first game of the season against Kilmarnock, the cycle of play, that ball's whipped into Hatate, the 6 it goes for there, into Hatate, when if that was Joe Hart, no disrespect to Big Joe, I've said on here many times, I love Big Joe, but Joe would have probably played in Scales, or he'd have probably tried to play that to Cameron Carter. That ball was whipped into Hatate, and that started us.
He plays the risky pass, but he knows he can do it.
Yeah. And what I like about Austin Trusty now is as well, his fitness is gathering, and now what's happening with him is he's now, when he makes an angle for a ball now, he's positioned carefully so that he knows he's going to go forward with his first take. So his first take with the ball is in front of him. And then on Sunday there, every one of his passes was in front of the man, which was brilliant, and it was crisp. And see when that happens, even he's on the opposite side, everything runs smoothly.
It makes your attacks go better.
What I really like about the big fella, and you guys can tell me what you think, is the speed he's got, and his recovery pace is frightening for a big lad. What do you think?
I didn't think he done well against Aberdeen. He was a wee bit, the way, because he's obviously a left fullback, a left centre back, it wasn't helping Johnson. I think I did say after the game that
he was always having to come back.
It was making Johnson in that pocket where all he could do was pass it back because he was getting shut down, and that stops the attack. But against Atlanta and at the weekend, it was right, get my feet and boom. So sometimes it does take you a while. People think because you paid money for players and they should come in and slot right away. New managers, new players, it takes, some players don't always take it like a duck like water. It doesn't always come in right away. So he's getting used to playing with Scales, he used to play with Vickers, Johnson, Schmeichel, so he'll get better, and he was different class against Atlanta. He was good at the weekend, so if he continues to be the way he is as well, then listen, as much as that Carter Vickers is your best player at the back, and he should be playing the major games, if Scales is who Doesn't matter what you feel about him. He's playing well. Tursty's playing well. Tursty's playing well. How can you drop him?
I know. And that's the thing as well. Everybody, as we know, Celtic paid £6 million for the big lad as well. But I've got to say, mate, his performance in Atalanta and he won in Sunday was so confident, accomplished, and he's now, if that's Austin Trusty moving forward, he's now starting to show signs as to why we spent the money we did on him, mate. Because again, he's got Premier League experience as well, so international experience for the USA. Because right now, he's been picked for America and Cameron Carter-Vickers, isn't he? Because he's not fit. So, but Cameron Carter-Vickers, obviously he's a big person in the team as well. You just seen that on Sunday. He comes on the pitch right away. Alistair Johnson gives him the armband. So he's one of those players, Ryan. He needs to be fit for us, folks. I think he needs to be fit to play in the big games. He needs to be fit. If it means we need to manage him now, I think we need to do it in a way that we make sure he plays in the Champions League games. Yeah. Because we've got another two lads there who are more than comfortable to play in domestically. Like Trusty and Scales. So for me, I feel, Ryan, that Cameron Carter-Vickers, if there's a way forward, we can manage him. And like William Ashes, and I said, bring in another centre back. If that means moving forward we do that, then surely Celtic have got to look at that avenue, mate.
Sorry. Listen, I think...
You just destroyed the...
Aye, you might. I don't think he'll ever do it, but see for Europe at home as well, I know Martin Neal used to play a 3-5-2, right? Yeah. You've got the option of playing with Reefy at the back. And you can, instead of having wingers, you could have two fullbacks in Johnson and Bayer Taylor, and then you can compact the midfield.
Would you not play Maeda left fullback?
You could.
Because he works up down anyway.
You could potentially do it, and then because you've got three centre backs, so they're going to cover defensively. You could do it. You could do it at home, or you could do it away. I don't know. I'm just trying to. You've got loads of options with having they three at the back. I don't think he'll ever do it, but if you had to accommodate Vickers, you could do that. But does that then detriment to the rest of the squad in terms of how you're playing? I don't know. But listen, having Carter-Vickers on the bench is an unbelievable option to have. Yeah. Football, listen, we all know the amount of games these guys play with JP. There's loads of options for guys to come in and out. But I did say to you the other night, I do feel that if somebody's going to come out for Vickers, I do think it will with Trusty, because I think he's got a big thing for Scales. I think he likes Scales. I think the way Scales plays suits the manager. Doesn't matter what I think or anybody else thinks.
I think you're starting to warm him maybe.
I'm starting to warm him because he's starting to be a bit more consistent. I still do feel he's got a wee bit in him that, sugar, right? But I know every player's got that in him.
But have you not noticed a big difference in him? Because like you look at our passages, a play coming for him. He's the sort of main one that steps forward.
The big thing that I've noticed him, and I'll give praise to him about this, is he's quicker on the ball now. Yeah. But what was my...
I think that's Casper that's done that
potentially. Yeah. Or maybe he's working on it more. Because what really annoyed me last season was...
Too many touches.
When he got the ball, it's like... Yeah. What did I do with it? And then because he's doing that, he's getting shut down. And you do that in Europe against better teams, it's a goal. Like, it's like the game against Aberdeen. You do that against Atlanta, it's a goal. So... He's starting to get better, and listen, I will always say...
Well, Sean Farrell has commented, he says, 100%, Ryan, the main reason we have a big squad, although you do really love Scales, and he's putting a wee...
I like the Scales, because they make me lose weight, mate, and no Liam Scales. No, but good to see you, Sean, hope you're well, mate. I hope your wee raffle prize is looking good in your man cave, mate. That's where he put his wee raffle prize in his man cave.
Oh, was it? Amazing.
So no,
you'll need to get a photo and send it to us.
No, you're bang on, Sean. I think that is why we've got a squad mate as well.
He reckons Engels and McGregor back in tonight as well.
I think Engels will play. Don't know about McGregor, but I think Engels will play. Again, maybe it's just me. Because
would you play Engels, Sean? If you were the manager, would you... no, Engels, sorry, McGregor. Would you play McGregor, Sean? Because what we were saying, but obviously before you joined, pal, was McGregor's probably better suited to playing a magnitude game like Saturday, you know, because it's going to demand a lot of energy. You know, the last time we went to extra time and penalties against them, so in a cup tie at Hampden, so... if it's going to be another close game, would McGregor not be more suited, do you think, Sean, to Saturday rather than all his energy going into tonight, or at least some of his energy, and then he's more lethargic going into Saturday, especially if he's not 100%. He's got an abductor problem, remember, so you can't, as soon as that goes, Ryan, you know yourself, mate, as soon as you feel a twinge, half a park, straight away half a park, and then for me that's a waste of a sub on the night.
I would rather have him on the bench tonight, personally. I think Engels, if I'm the manager, I'm playing Engels tonight, personally.
Yeah.
But again...
Plunge says there's no need to risk McGregor tonight.
No. What I thought was interesting, I actually watched it last night as well. I think we've got a really good... I did say it, me and you did say it Monday, I think Alan said it as well last week, that the £1 million signing, like McKibben's very shrewd. Very shrewd. He knows.
By the way, we got that £1 million back when we drew with Atalanta on Wednesday there. So
he's very shrewd. He knows what it means to be here. He knows he's very professional. He knows he said in his interview that he doesn't really go out and stuff because he knows now that he's going to get hackled.
He used to go to McDonald's and get away with it. He says now he can't go, and when he goes now he gets a wee bag of fruit instead of a burger.
Now he can't get a coffee without getting an autograph and stuff. And listen, that's just the way it is. But when you come to Celtic, you do need to be vigilant. Right? Listen, it's just part of parcel of being here. You can't walk out certain places in the town and...
That's Lindsay just count their money out of now, when we get paid, when we're finished.
You've got to be vigilant and when you play with Celtic, and obviously them across the water as well. You're going to get hackled and shackled for interviews and phones and photos, and so... But
could be worse, your fans could be turning up with loaf packets on their head, mate, shouting and screaming.
It could be worse, it could be come out and saying, oh, you Tav, and this and that. So he said, look, I get an interview with you and a photo, it's no, I want to do different things.
That's a shame, man, because see that poor lad that done that to James Tavernier, and I found out the other day, he was only wanting to just give him a cuddle. And the security took it really serious. He was only wanting to give him a cuddle.
But no, I think McKibben's been a sure signing. We did say it pre-season that it would have been a good signing. I think he's good to the squad. He'll help guys in the squad as well who are maybe foreign players. He'll help McGregor and guys like that know about Celtic. And these are guys that he might not be this fantastic, brilliant Engels money signing, but he's competent. He knows what it means to be here. Domestically, he looks like he's been here for years. And obviously, we've chatted about it. Obviously,
sounds like we're getting quite a bit, mate. Sounds like a nice wee collection.
I think we've obviously spoken about Lennon Miller. I know there's been a bit of hype about this boy, right? And just for the boys' sake, I want the media to hang off him. Stop putting pressure on him about Lennon Miller.
Let him play, man.
No, let him play. Listen, I've seen a lot of people talk about it in darts about the boy Luke Littler, right? Young, up-and-coming, fantastic darts player. Right, he's amazing. But like Gary Anderson says, let the boy play. Stay off him. Stop saying when he gets beat, oh, he's lost a game, Stay off him. Same with Lennon Miller. Let the boy play football. Yeah. Stop saying he's got to Celtic, Rangers, he's gone abroad, he's got to Italy for big money. Let the boy play football, because if you let him play football, he'll naturally get his move.
Apparently he was going to Aldi the other day and get his protein shakes. Maybe one you come in now and again.
Aye, well, I've asked him about his diet, that's what he takes.
Superb, man.
But no, I don't really
You still try to play that floated pass he puts just half a day?
I'm trying, mate, but it's just, I'll get it eventually. But I don't really feel on that. But do you think that's one reason why some of our young, talented players don't get the moves or don't get the consistency with the start and then go, because there's hype about them all the time on the press?
I'm a great believer in, and I don't know about you folks, but I'm a great believer in if you're good enough, you're good enough. It doesn't matter what age you're.
No, but I mean, do you think in terms of, like, you've seen it, like guys like Farouk and other guys?
I think he's got good helping about him, Ryan. I think he's got good. His dad's really experienced and on. His dad was in the game, well involved in the game, played at a very good level, and his dad experienced a lot of things that Lennon hasn't even got to get.
But I just don't want the media.
But his dad's a good guide.
But I think that's one reason why I think sometimes, I don't know if you feel on that and the viewers, that I think the press, especially down south...
I'm only trying to say that because I'm trying to get Lee Miller here for an interview.
The press on their national team, I think, are crazy. As soon as a young player he's 18, 19, oh, he's got to do well. I don't want the press to date with Lennon Miller and go, he's gone here, he's gone here. Let him earn these to the Motherwell first, and then let him have his own destiny. You know
well, this is it, you know, and... You know, everybody's, like you say, everybody's saying he's going there, let him go there. Right now, realistically, and the money that Motherwell are you know, that's surrounding Motherwell and they're talking about. The only team in Scotland that can afford him is Celtic. That's the reality of it, I'm afraid. There's no other team in Scotland that can come in and pay
It's
Motherwell.
all right. We're getting one of the billionaires back in to put cash in.
Oh, they? Is it Red Bull? It's Bull, but I don't know about the red.
What's the
Dallas Cowboys are buying into them.
Red Bull, man? I tell me what you call it. What's the cheap Red Bull you should get?
I know for red or something it's
I
called.
don't know, man. Box Bull Aldi Special.
I know for red's that, no, that snooker player.
Bang one in.
He bang one in. He's got a pair of shoes, made in Taiwan and all.
Oh,
it's one of the days, folks. It's one of the days.
That coffee's different class.
It's different gravy, man. Aye.
I think they must have put a bit of protein
I think
powder in
they put something in that, man. It's made me a chirpy guy. My missus will be dead happy later on, so she will.
Is she in half-time show tonight now?
No, she's not on, mate. I can't get Pamela to come on the podcast, man. You kidding me on? I can't get her to come on the podcast, man. You want her to come on your half-time show? No chance. John Clifford there's put a wee Blue Charge, Ryan, it's called.
That's it, Blue Charge. Mind that was out of Tesco, wasn't it?
Aye, that was
30 pence
Boost.
or something. Boost.
Remember the old Boost, man? 2 gulps of that, man, you'd have dose of tonsillitis.
Blue Charge, that was it, Blue Charge, aye.
Right, obviously we're getting to that time now where I would ask you for a team line.
I think it'll be Casper in goals. I think it'll be AJ, same back line for the weekend. I think Engels will come in from McKibben and it'll be Hatate, Bernardo and Engels. I think it'll be Maeda a wee rest tonight. I think in terms of Saturday, I think it'll be Forrest, Kuhn and Kyogo. I'm only saying that just because I know this game is important tonight, 3 points is important, but I think Maeda in the pitch on Saturday will be vital. And he's looked a wee bit leggy the last few games, and I think it'd be wise to maybe put him on the bench. And then imagine having that on your bench. If you Taylor, Vickers, McGregor on your bench, McKibben as well would come on. So I think that'd be, for me, I would give guys a wee bit of rest at home, and then you've got obviously Saturday. Don't be feeling that, mate.
Well, Matt Nichols commented, he says he thinks Palmer will come on for the Roadrunner. He's asking if Palmer's injured. I think that's what he's asking there, is Palmer injured? He was injured from the first game of the season. Remember the tackle for the boy Kilmarnock? Clobbered him. He did get injured after that, but he's made a bit of recovery. Obviously he played in the friendly in Sligo Rovers and scored the Sailor hat-trick that night. So I think he's just working hard. I think you need to get in this team.
Yep.
I'm a wee bit different for Ryan, folks. I think it'll be Tony Warner in goals. I think he'll play Paul Telfer.
Then we take Karine on the bench.
Maybe. Aye, maybe even Sanchez Brotto.
I seen that we've got a new striker signing actually.
Aye, Pavel Brozek.
Tony Cascarino.
Tony Cascarino. Remember him, folks?
Wayne Biggins.
Wayne Biggins. Jesus, man.
Bet that fix this for Biggins,
my
man.
dad texted me today saying he hopes Ian Andrews isn't playing in goals for us tonight.
Gordon Marshall and all, man.
Gordon Marshall. Aye. No, all kidding aside, I think it'll be Casper, and I'll go with the same backline as yourself for the weekend. I think the midfield will change slightly. So I think Bernardo will drop out. I don't think he'll play. I think it'll be McCown, Engels and Hatate. And I think it'll be Forrest, Kuhn, and I think it'll be Kyogo. Well, it'll need to be because he does, as far as we know, he does. Well, we don't know because we've not heard the results of that scan, have we? As this time we're live now, if anybody in the comments has heard anything regarding Adamida, feel free to pop it in the comments. But as now, I've not got any knowledge as whether Adamida's scan was okay or not.
Here's one for you, though. Do you think that... I think the boy Cummins scored yesterday as well for youth. I think he won 2-1.
He did.
Do you think, if Ida is going to be out for a few weeks, do you think maybe that's where guys like Turley or a young striker might be on the bench? They come in and maybe get a bit of experience?
Tully's been part of the squad, you know.
A bit of experience on the bench again?
Could be, well, possibly, depending on the length of time Adamida's out. But if it's longer term, just say than the fully anticipated, then it's probably an area that they're going to have to visit in January and say, right, are we going to get that sorted or what? Because I don't know about you guys in the comments, but we feel that this could be Kyogo's last season with Celtic.
Potentially
Hatate's as well. We know not long ago there that Kyogo changed his representatives, his agency and stuff, so you only do that if you're trying to get some sort of better deal.
It happened to Barra, didn't it? And then he left. So
yes, it did. A couple of people's teams are coming in. Smell the glove. He said Casper, AJ, Trusty Scales, Vi, Engels, Bernardo, Hatate, Forrest, Kuhn and Kyogo. Jerry Byrne says, remember years ago they thought Ryan Gauld was going to be the next Scottish superstar. It never happened. You can never tell how things will work out with young players. Yeah, I think the young players, if you're good enough for me, it doesn't matter what team you play, you'll play. It seems to be this, there seems to be a fear for older type managers, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but guys like Steve Clark who are maybe set back in their ways back in the day, not your modern progressive type managers. You look at Lamine Yamal, if you're good enough you'll play.
Well, look at anybody who did watch that. It was actually one of the first times I've actually sat and watched a Real game in Barca, full game, because I thought the game was, if you like football, it was brilliant.
Yeah, it was intense.
It just shows you, I think it was a 17 or 18-year-old at the back Barca had, or he came on, their squad, that squad. I know they've got totally different cultures, they've got totally different abilities, they've got different coaches, different, I get all that, but they're playing the Barca first team at 17-year-old, and it's consistently. It's not like they're dragging them in and out and playing. So maybe me myself, if you're good enough, let them play. If they don't perform, then take them out, put them in. But maybe there is something that if you don't try, then you're not going to see.
Yeah, that's true, very true. A couple of other teams coming in, just before we finish up. Sean Farrell says it'll be Casper, AJ, Trusty Scales, Vi, McGregor, Hatate, Engels, Forrest, Kyogo and Kuhn. Jerry Burns reckons Schmeichel, AJ, Trusty Scales, Vi, Hatate, McCown, Bernardo, Kuhn, Kyogo, Maeda. And Jem has commented to say that according to reports, Adam Ida will be 50-50 for tonight's game.
Don't even risk him, man.
No, certainly not. If he's not fully, then let's see how he is for Saturday. But cheers for coming in, mate, and having a wee chat today, mate.
Anytime, mate. Anytime. Cheers as well.
Hope you guys have enjoyed today's live. Like I said before, if you are new to the content, please hit the like button and the subscribe. It's totally free, and it helps us to, and Alan, bring some half-decent content and a good Celtic chat to yourselves. And we will be indebted to you guys forever, probably, if you hit we are trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. So if you can, be a gem and pass it around your friends and family. Obviously not if they're the Mob Across the Waters supporters.
But it might still like.
Well, this is it. Listen, we've had those kind of people in the comments before.
Yep.
We had one the other night, and David Webb, when he said you should support Rangers. But David's obviously remembered 2012.
Also, David must have watched us and seen me like a bit of banter, so maybe he's started joining with it.
Maybe he has, yeah.
Who knows?
Maybe he has, but...
I hope you will, David, if you're watching today.
And everybody that's going along to the Celtic game tonight, please do stay safe. Stay wrapped up, because it is -6 Glasgow. And who knows, it could be -9 by the time the game finishes. We'll not know. But you take care, folks. Take care. Enjoy the game tonight.
The game if you go,
If you're going, myself and Ryan will be there tonight. If you're there and you see us, please say hello. We only see you guys in the comments, so we don't know.
If you do want to buy me a pint of Bovril, things are getting tight at Celtic Park now, so I'll take a pint of Bovril.
I'm actually thinking about taking in one of Brother Pedro's Volvic bottles with me and tea or something in it with me.
Nearly £7 now a pint of Bovril, so I think instead of subscribing, get us a pint of Bovril.
Lindsay was counting some amount of change here, mate. I think we're all right. I think we'll be fine. Looks like we're on to a wee winner there. She's definitely got change for the pool table, that's for sure.
Alan's not here, so we'll need to
Alan's not here, no, we're all right. We'll not be going on the puggy today or anything like that. But all in all, have a lovely afternoon. Have a lovely day. Take care. We'll see you all again. You'll need to do the honours and say bye-bye.
Cheerio and bye-bye.
You also need to switch us off.
How do we do it?
How do we do it?